It is Friday. It is the witching week. The witching weekend as we decide who's in, who's out in the postseason bracket in real life. Next week is going to be the ninth inning program as well as the beginning of the postseason program from 2025. We're going to get the wild card series. Let me know who's going to win the World Series. I'm very interested to see your responses. We have a lot of content out today. We've got some free 99s. We've got a postseason pass program. Let's talk about it. Leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel. And I hit the wrong button, so we're going to act like that didn't happen. And boom, there we go. 99 Roy Halladay as the top-end card no-hitter. Should be a lot of fun right there. Let's go ahead and see what we've got. Okay, Garrett Hampson. I'm not exactly sure why he's here. Inclusion for the Royals because they don't have a lot of legends of the game, although they got a lot of love in the Home Run Derby X. Not like the greatest card of all time or anything. 125 contact left. Max Bunt. Woo! I don't know why I'm talking shit. He's got no quirks, but that might be actually for a reason. Stop being mean. Chris Taylor, how about this one? Now we get the party started. This one from MLB 21, fan favorite. He was so good for the Dodgers that year. Him and, of course, Enrique for the Red Sox. Although I don't think he's coming today. 125 contact left, maxed out power right, 115, 113 contact right, power left, 80 vision, maxed out clutch. He can play pretty much any position of the game. With Gold Shield, 78 speed, yeah, that'll play. No quirks. Because the game blows chunks. Okay, that's all right. We have Eddie Rosario, famed Minnesota Twin, although probably going to be remembered as a Brave by most people. Most people don't watch the Twins, so they're going to remember him being the NLCS MVP. Maxed out contact, 120 power right, 113 power left, 103 vision, maxed out clutch. Of course, 85 fielding. He can play quarter outfield, 55 speed. So he can play it, but not well. Eddie had a cannon, though. I think 87 arm is kind of underselling it. But, of course, no quirks. Again, it's not that big of a deal. Quirks are kind of like help you play a little bit above your stats and everything. Eddie's got a great swing. Those kind of stats. If you're bad with him, you're going to be bad at the game. I'm just going to break it to you. He got some XP along the way as well. Some decent chunks. Of course, last week of the 8th inning XP path, you get a deluxe choice pack for free. Sure, that's cool. And, of course, you get 99 Roy Halladay, who threw a no-hitter against the Reds, his first ever postseason appearance, as he was on some not great Jays teams. But this card is pretty great. Sinker-cutter combo at the top, curveball changeup at a four-seam. That's as good as it gets. He has maxed out hit per nine. Finally, a no-hitter card that has the max hit per nine. It makes sense. They didn't give up a hit, so shouldn't it be the max? They had like the Clay Buchholz. Didn't he have like 110 or something? Well, it didn't seem like such a no-hitter then. 110 BB9. He's an accuracy darling. You would have to pitch out pretty much to not throw a strike with the doc here. He's got breakout liar as well, which is another good perk to have. In my opinion, this is probably going to end up being one of the best pitchers in the game, certainly for right-handers, and we've got a lot of great ones recently. Pedro, Bob Gibson. This is one of the very best in the game, and in my opinion, a must-have. Absolutely play this program. What do you need to do? There's moment challenges, celebrating some of these moments and more. Of course, you got Yankee fans aren't going to like this. Freddie Freeman walking off Nestor Cortez and the Bronx Bombers. Game one of the World Series, that was a pretty fun moment, watching as a neutral fan. Bob Gibson in 67, I remember that like it was yesterday. For sure. 25th, a bunch of cool moments. Batista's bat flip against the Rangers. Randy Johnson there with the D-backs in that historic World Series. They won against the Yankees. Yankee fans really are not going to like this program. You got the only walk-off home run in Game 7. A bunch of cool moments along the way. You get some PXP missions with those three, Garrett, Hampson, Chris Taylor, and Eddie Rosario, 350 per. You get 10 points each. And then optional PXP with some of the other players featured here, which is going to be 5 per at 500 PXP. And you wind up getting up to Roy Halladay. So pretty easy, pretty simple. Just play the moment challenges and some of the missions, you're going to get it done. Not that hard. Pretty cool. There's also Spotlight out today featuring a brand new 99 Spencer Steer, which you also get 97 Jordan Lawler. Looks like a Topps Now card. I wish I had something a little bit more interesting to say. When every card is like maxed out and then these cards are not, yeah, they're kind of just theme team filler for the most part. Dominic Canzone, he had 3 home runs and he only has 110 and 93 power. Okay. All right, for sure. Spencer Steer, 99 for the Reds as they're marking a chance to get to the postseason. They're currently sitting a game behind the Mets. Maxed out against lefties, 125, 125, 103, 109 against righties, 116 clutch. Diamond Shield at first, can also play second, third, and left. Good versatility on Spencer Steer. 3 quirks, breaking ball, bad ball, and situational hitter. Pretty good card that you're going to get for free. Again, great for Reds teams as well. Going to kill lefties at that max lefty-lefty split. And then there's the pack as well. You got 99 Emmett Sheehan. Been crucial for the Dodgers this year. Pitch mix is pretty pedestrian. 4-seam slider, circle change, curveball, and a 2-seam. I just wish they would give him the sinker. They classify it as a sinker in real life. I don't get why they're so persistent on it. The pitches work pretty much identically in real life, but pretty different in the game. 2-seam does definitely not equal a sinker in Diamond Dynasty, and it makes him not as good as a result of it. Carter Jensen here for the Royals. 125, 113 contact, 108, 90, a little bit lower power, maxed out clutch. Good fielding, 88 arm, 77 block, 70 speed is pretty good as well. Then you got Trey Savage, of course, making his debut. Just with a really tough-to-work pitch mix in the game. He's got a really tough arm slot. Which I hope is in the game. I hope they have his mechanics pretty accurate, even though they don't actually have his exact motion mocapped or anything. Bryce Eldridge here for the Giants. The Gigantes. That's a Topps Now card if I've ever saw one right there. And then Nacho Alvarez Jr. Also looks like a Topps Now card if we're going to be quite honest. You know how to get this done. There's an extreme moment as always. Hit 3 home runs with Dominic Canzone. And if you do that, you get the entire program done. 50 points. It's on Hall of Fame. Interesting. There's, of course, Lightning coming up. If you get these 3 cards and next week's, you're going to get the Lightning card coming in next week. Let me know in the comment section who you think is going to get the final Lightning for 2025 as we get into the postseason next week. Because like we talked about, that's going to debut the 9th inning program. That's also going to be the wild card, the top performers there. So you get some fun cards here. Roy Halladay, Eddie Rosario, Chris Taylor. There's a lot of postseason heroes they left out. Of course, there's many, many years of baseball that were not covered today in the postseason pass program. And that's really kind of it. It doesn't look like they have anything else to show us. Packs are the same. There's no big collection for these postseason cards or anything. My guess would be maybe a Seager, maybe a Randy Arozarena are going to pop up in the 9th inning program as they kind of do a postseason takeover. That's my guess, my prediction of what's going to happen there. I think those cards do count as postseason, by the way. I'm not exactly sure where those are going to pop up. Somebody asked if they're going to count for the postseason collection. Let's see if they designated a separate card series. They're the show classics. Okay, so they do not count for that. Just FYI. Interesting. It does look like there's a QR code which you can scan and you can make your World Series predictions. Who's going to represent the American League and National League, win the pennant. I think you have to do this on the app. I'm taking a look at it right now. Let's see here. Next week, maybe. The 4 teams with buys will receive individual team vouchers. However, the 4 wildcard matchups will feature both teams. You can redeem this on Monday. Okay, so that's when you can get it. Monday, you can predict who's going to win the World Series, much like they did the Home Run Derby and All-Star stuff, and you could possibly win some cool shit. Diamond Quest is coming on the 30th. 30 days of spooky content is coming on the 1st of October, so Halloween-themed. The show live, of course, 9th inning program, Weekend Classic, the whole 9. Wildcard stuff is going to debut next Friday. There is also a Conquest map today, which we could show, I suppose. The Fall Ball map I bet you a $1 that it's a deluxe pack at the end. You want to make that bet? You want to shake on it? Let's see. Wow, who could have guessed? Yeah, Ball and 5 bundle. Hey, that's kind of cool. That's not bad. So there we go. That's the new content out of the game today. Some fun cards for sure. There's lots of good cards. Oh, we didn't look at Xavier Edwards. That probably would be a good thing to do. He should be in exchanges. This is a new thing they're doing, which is pretty cool. Exchange live series cards to get Xavier Edwards. How much do you need? Is it, wow, okay, that's a decent bit. 500,000 points. Okay, well, is that difficult? Let's see. Do I have enough players to do it? It is only live series, so I might not. We have Nick Kurtz, which is 1%. We might have enough. We might. Let's see. Well, we'll do that after the fact. Right now, we'll take a look at just how good that Xavier Edwards actually is. I have high hopes. That's a cycle from last year. I would like to see Byron Buxton cycle from this year. Actually, it's a little bit more current event, I would argue. But the X-Men, pretty fun player, of course, came over to the Marlins a few years ago. Switch hitter, real fast, real good contact hitter. But he had some power that day on the 28th of July. 105 and 90. That's pretty good. Maxed out contact. This is really kind of like a Honus Wagner without the versatility, but he can switch hit. So pretty fun card that you can get for free, realistically. Just exchange some players. If you're lazy, if you don't clean out your binder, perfect. You're going to get this one pretty easily. Maxed out clutch. This is definitely a pretty good card. It got 4 quirks. Definitely cool. So that's the content today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next time.